Thank you for this question, Ruth. So Ruth would like to know, as I move to a more senior role in QA, I find, or perhaps just fear, I'm losing the detailed domain knowledge and up-to-date tech knowledge that I'm used to having in a single team. Do you have tips for how to shift left, change focus when you're in a transitional state in your role or career? Wow.
Yes, I touched upon this when I talked about the shifting between developer to tester and then tester to management. And yes, it is totally fear, and we just have to let it go, because we can't be best at everything. It's just impossible, and it doesn't help us. So learning to actually let go of that fear, because when you're in as a single tester in a team, your skills of growing people is probably not very important, but your skills at figuring out risks or how code changes will touch upon different parts of the system, those will be critical. I mean, I still have a lot of those skills even today, but they are probably pretty useless when I work with coaching my reports. And actually they can hinder me, because when they are talking about their challenges in their daily life, they are not expecting me to solve their problems. But if they are talking about something that I know a lot about, I tend to fall into the trap of trying to help them,
right,
instead of doing what I'm actually hired to do, which is coach them and help them grow and help them find their problems. So it's hard, and I think we need to accept that it's hard to let go of something, because something that has been very important to us in one role is probably something that you feel it's something that you bring, a value you bring to the team, and suddenly you can't contribute with that value. You have to find what brings value in the role you're in now. And most of us get kicks out of doing good stuff or seeing that we bring value to someone. And I think it's important to let that go and accept that in the new role in management, or moving from a detailed perspective to more of a high-level perspective, we need to find what's needed to bring value in that role.
So there must be a way to kind of, because people are getting promoted for a reason, right? So how do you figure out? Because here's what I was thinking. What I was thinking to myself was, if I'm an IC, an individual contributor in a team, and then somebody says, Vernon, you're so incredible, you need to be a manager, and like, here's a promotion. Like, how can I figure out what skills to keep, or to try and generalize, to take with me, and how do I decide what to let fall away? Is that something that you can figure out on your own, or would you advise getting some help, or am I just completely on the wrong track?
I think we try to figure it out ourselves when we should just ask.
Right.
Because someone has given you a new role, and they probably have some idea of what they want to get out of you. And so, just as I say, we as a testers, we make a lot of assumptions, and we should be better at spelling those assumptions out. And we don't stop doing that just because we switch roles, but we should just always ask, so what is the most valuable thing I can do in this new role? Or this is how I interpret my assignment. Is that right? Or do you have something else in mind?
What I was wondering is like mentor, like, is it wise to seek out a mentor somewhere who's made that leap?
It's always worth it, wherever
Okay.
you are in the food chain.
Okay.
Good mentors, at least. There are some pretty crappy mentors out there as well. But,
Yeah.
but also, if you, so that's not a question we've gotten to. But if you're looking to transition and you don't know how to do it, then I would suggest, instead of looking for a mentor, look for a sponsor, someone who could, because a mentor will help you get there yourself, while a sponsor will kind of open doors for you and push you in that direction, and bring your name up in conversations and always put you in the forefront.
Right. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Maybe we get a chance to come back to that in a later question, because that sounds like an interesting topic. But I hope that helped you a little bit, Ruth.